Prologue. The Fall of House Banenntis. The halls of Banenntis Fortress echoed with screams. Flames devoured tapestries depicting centuries of glory, their threads curling into ash. Damian, clad in silver armor etched with the house's phoenix crest, staggered through smoke, his sword slick with the blood of traitors. Lord Banenntis lay dying at the foot of the throne, his hand gripping Damian's pauldron. "Find Dominic, my son." The Lord's final breath fogged the cold air as shadows closed in. A blade slashed Damian's face, a searing arc of pain. He awoke days later, the scar a jagged testament to failure, the fortress a tomb. Chapter 1. The Trail of Embers, City of Winter Winds. The tavern frosted ale reeked of fermented rye and unwashed desperation. Icicles daggered from the eaves as Damian pushed through the crowd, his hood low. Kyre, a mercenary with a serpent's grin, leaned against the bar, twirling a dagger. "Heard you're hunting ghosts, Banenntis," he sneered. "Dominic's bones are in the Whispering Peaks, but the Syndicate pays better for your head." The fight Kyre struck first, a viper's lunge. Damian ducked, the blade grazing his hood. The tavern erupted. Patrons overturned tables, ale sloshed underfoot. Damian's sword, desert's blaze, hissed from its sheath, flames roaring to life. The blade carved a molten crescent through the air, singeing Kyre's cheek. The mercenary laughed, blood trickling into his beard. "Fire won't save you, relic." Kyre's daggers danced, clang, clang, clang. Against Damian's guard, a slash opened Damian's thigh. He staggered, heat pooling in his veins. With a roar, he slammed the pommel into Kyre's jaw, then drove the flaming blade through his gut. The mercenary crumpled, flesh sizzling. "Tell the Syndicate," Damian growled. "I'm coming." Aftermath blood seeped through Damian's bandages. The wound pulsed, cold as the northern winds. Chapter 2. The shadows bite shadow. Forest trees loomed like skeletal hands, their canopies choking the moonlight. Damian's breath fogged, each step crunching brittle leaves. A voice slithered from the dark. "Lost little knight." Vladimir materialized, pale as a corpse, eyes crimson voids. His cloak billowed, revealing claws like obsidian shards. Damian's sword flared, casting jagged shadows. "You reek of desperation," Vladimir purred. "Let me refine you." The duel. Vladimir vanished. Damian spun, flames lashing blindly. Claws raked his back. Hot pain, then numbness. The vampire reappeared, lips curled. "Fear tastes exquisite." Damian lunged, fire spiraling. Vladimir caught the blade bare-handed, smoke rising from his palm. Pathetic. He struck Damian's chest, the impact cracking ribs. Damian collapsed, gasping. Fangs pierced his neck, ecstasy and agony. "You'll thank me," Vladimir whispered, vanishing. Transformation. Damian awoke at dawn, his skin feverish. The bite on his neck throbbed, veins blackening like ink spilled under glass. Chapter 3. The Blood Moon Covenant. Blood Moon Tower. The tower's stones wept moss. Damian chained himself in the crypt, but hunger gnawed, a beast clawing his gut. Bandits stormed in, torches blazing. "Looky here, a noble's plaything. First kill." Damian's chain snapped. Fire erupted, illuminating terror on the bandit leader's face. He died mid-scream, throat torn open. Blood flooded Damian's mouth. Copper and power. The others fled. He retched, flames devouring the corpse. The mark a sigil glowed on his chest, a twisted helix. Vladimir's voice echoed. "Mine." Chapter 4. The Thief of Twilight Ruins of Lira. A wraith in tattered silks, picked through rubble. Damian cornered her, flames reflecting in her wide eyes. "Kill me quick," she spat. The turning. He bit her wrist. She screamed, then laughed, a wild, broken sound. Violet eyes flickered open. What now, master? Partnership, Lira's illusions masked their trail. She mocked his brooding, but trembled after feeding. Does it ever stop, the hunger? No, Damian said. You make it mean something. Chapter 5, Ashes of the Past, Crypt of Embers. Beneath a ruined chapel, the ember heart pulsed, a crystal forged in Banenntis fire. Wraiths of ash and flame guarded it. The trial Damian's fire clashed with theirs, sparks raining like hellfire. Lira deciphered runes. Only the worthy may claim the flame. Betrayal. Lira seized the ember heart. What if I don't want to be cured? Damian let her keep it. We're all monsters here. Chapter 6, Syndicate's Gambit. Port of blackened sails, Syndicate assassins ambushed them in a fish market. Damian recognized Kyr's insignia. Interrogation. A dying agent choked. Vladimir attacks the wedding. Tonight. Flames of resolve. Damian incinerated the bodies. To Banenntis. Chapter 7. The Road to Redemption. The whispering peaks, Lira's illusions frayed under moonlight. Hunters pursued, crossbows snapping. Bonding by a campfire, Lira traced her fangs. Do you miss being human? Damian fed flames to the dark. I miss believing in heroes. Chapter 8. The Banenntis. Reckoning. Banenntis Fortress. Dominic, older and harder, gripped Damian's shoulder. You've changed. Diane, his bride, recoiled. He smells of graves. Warning Damian revealed the sigil. Vladimir comes. He'll drown this place in blood. Chapter 9. Feast of Shadows, the wedding hall. Chandeliers glittered. Lira vanished into the crowd, dagger hidden. The attack vampires dropped like spiders. Guests screamed, wine pooling with blood. Sacrifice Vladimir materialized, laughing. You're a shadow, Damian. A joke. Damian plunged the ember heart into his own chest. Light erupted. A supernova. Climax, Vladimir disintegrated. Damian collapsed, mortal, as Banenntis burned. Chapter 10. The Flickering Flame. Epilogue. Lira bandaged Damian's wounds, slow to heal now. Arthur approached, rain hissing on his coat. Join us. Your fire could save thousands. Helena appeared, eyes twin voids. The abyss stirs. Your flames may yet be its undoing. The dawn Damian stood at the fortress walls. Desert's blaze flickering. Lira smirked. What now? He ignited the blade, its light dim but defiant. We burn until nothing remains but ash.